Here's everything you need to know about Art Deco. Art Deco was a design movement popular in the 1920s and 30s, recognisable for its sleek, stylised forms and lavish use of patterns, colours and materials. It appeared in everything from architecture to advertising, clothing to cars, and trains to tea sets. The movement took its name from a major expo on Arts Décoratifs, held in Paris in 1925, which introduced the style to the world, although the term Art Deco didn't actually come into use until the late 1960s. Art Deco was influenced by an eclectic range of artistic and design movements, from the traditional to the more avant-garde. It was a key aspect of the hedonism that emerged in Europe and the United States in the aftermath of the devastation caused by World War I, and it embraced the new dynamism of technology. Art Deco also embraced Orientalism. Designers of the era often appropriated motifs from across Africa, Asia, and Mesoamerica in their work. Ancient Egypt was a particular favourite, after Tutankhamun's tomb was uncovered by archaeologist Howard Carter in 1922. So what makes something Art Deco? Because Art Deco took so many forms, and because it was never based on any written theory, it could be hard to pin down. But there are some common elements we can point to. Firstly, streamlining. Inspired by the speedy aerodynamics of the machine age, designers began incorporating smooth, symmetrical curves and lines into their work, taking notes from ocean liners, trains, and sports cars. Next, verticality. No building type is as synonymous with the design movement as the skyscraper is with Art Deco. Particularly in cities like New York, skyscrapers such as the Chrysler, Radiator, and Empire State sprung up as symbols of the city's newfound commercialism and sophistication. In fact, before it became known as Art Deco, this architectural mode was simply known as the vertical style. Another feature was the liberal use of ornamentation in the form of bold geometric shapes and patterns, with zigzags, chevrons, and stylized natural motifs often incorporated into designs. The post-war generation wanted luxury and opulence, and so materials like chrome, ebony, and precious metals were often used, and bold, vibrant colours were favoured by architects and designers. Art Deco was relatively short-lived. Having risen as a reaction to World War I austerity, it was effectively killed off by the new austerity of World War II in 1939. The exuberance of Art Deco was replaced by a more functional, restrained modernist style that dominated architecture and design for decades, and remains more influential in 2025. However, Art Deco didn't disappear for good, with renewed interest and revivals in the latter half of the 20th century and an enduring legacy in the history of design.